Let me just open this with one of my favorite quotes ever about a filmmaker. And it was spoken by Warren Oates on Sam Peckinpah. "I don't think Sam is a horrible maniac. It's just that he injures your innocence, and you get pissed off about it." I love that quote. I figured that was a good place to begin with this. We're all killers. From the day we're born till the day we die, we're all killers. It's a savage universe because we're a part of it. The Wild Bunch is about killing. It's about how death is essential. It's about being honest about death. It's like a Western Vietnam. The Wild Bunch has nearly 4,000 cuts in it. Some of them are invisible to the naked eye and last only 3 frames. Peckinpah is trying to get under your skin. He's trying to make you confront the truth about humanity. He's trying to damage you. He intends to kill you. Think about your universe, and I mean really think it over. Imagine killing something. Imagine it hard and hold that image in your mind's eye. Capture it there in slow motion magenta and repeat that frenzied loop over and over again. You're a killer, I'm a killer, we're all killers. Killing's what we do. Peckinpah is not a man without morals, but he is a man without fear. The Wild Bunch gives us an ultra-violently, ultra-realistic portrait of humanity. Philosophically ultra-realistic, I should say. It gives us the human race as warlords, it gives us killers, it shows us what we are. It's a deconstruction of the Western genre, and it tells a beautiful philosophy. The Wild Bunch is a film about icons, and it's a film about tragedies ever after. It's a profoundly disturbing piece from an extraordinarily talented artist. It is challenging, it is exhausting, and it is truth. The Wild Bunch is the last truly great American epic. It's a film that drains you. The Wild Bunch is a crippling experience. It is death on top of death on top of death. It's ultra-violence as spiritual wisdom and killing as a religious event. It's the Shroud of Turin battered with over 1,000 blood squibs. The Wild Bunch is the Virgin Mary wielding a machine gun moments before her brains fall out of the holes inside her skull. The Wild Bunch is divine cinema in a river of blood and shit. The Wild Bunch is a holy film. Sam Peckinpah was a filmmaker who said some very interesting and depressing things about the masculine half, where something like Straw Dogs saw the emotional castration of modern man. The Wild Bunch gave us humiliation in spades. It gave us a manic treatment of men, where laughter is a clear sign of insanity, and where the most heroic figure present uses a defenseless woman as a human shield. Men who want a storybook moment of retribution. It makes a harrowing statement about the impotence of thought, about the absurdity of existence, and about the pitfalls of man. It scares me to the bone because it's all true. If values exist, they are shaky at best, and the Wild Bunch is gravely honest about the emotional and physical violence, about the gravity that is both present in a massacre and ominously absent from it at the same time, about the differences between allegiance and convenience, and about ultra-violence as a substitute for love, or even as the new absolute devotion. It is a man's world for him to die in. It's a place where last stands are prefaced by squabbling with whores over a few pesos. It's a universe of crooks and serial murderers. It's a sandbox of delusion. It's the ultimate male fantasy gone terribly wrong. The Wild Bunch is about unchanged men in a changing world. It's about modernity in the face of an ancient rage. It's about masculinity's limits. It's about a dying philosophy. No one shot violence like Peckinpah did. The man's talent in making you feel the bullets and romanticizing the bullets and kissing those same bullets. Wow. That was where his talent was. His talent was a sinister one. But it was also incredibly astute on several psychological levels. Each bullet meant something different. Nihilism can carry a lot of meaning, isolated ones or all-encompassing ones, and The Wild Bunch is a remarkably meaningful film. William Holden and Ernest Borgnine were fantastic, giving their finest performance to a vastly sophisticated movie that was more focused on challenging audiences than entertaining them. The Wild Bunch belongs to that category of the polarizing ones, the life-changing ones, and the perfect ones. It's so goddamn disturbing because it's so goddamn insightful and honest about its philosophy of killing. It's so truthful that it hurts. You can find it all. Hatred, male humiliation games, homoeroticism, predestination, nihilist posturing, absurdist shootouts, and existential crises galore. You can find death on top of death on top of death. And on top of that, more death. Peckinpah's vision is an artistically flawless one. It is fearless, it is intellectual, cerebral, and it is wicked. Very wicked. The Wild Bunch is my kind of mischief. Some films are meant to endure. The Wild Bunch was built to destroy. Like some sort of homicidal wrecking ball, Peckinpah's masterpiece obliterates our own private philosophies and aggressively forces us to contemplate something new, something unpleasant, and something uniquely honest. The Wild Bunch is one of those works of high art that changes you. It damn near kills you. It mortifies you. Sam Peckinpah hurts your innocence. He attacks you in places you didn't know you had, vulnerable ones. Places you haven't been affected since childhood. No matter how jaded you are, there's still a hidden purity. Peckinpah wants to defile your spirit. He wants to make you his whore. He wants you to understand what hopelessness feels like, what it looks like, and that you're a living embodiment of it. He wants you to feel the nihilism in his pounding heart. He wants you to be killed philosophically, and he wants everyone to have a good laugh at your expense. He wants to humiliate the philosophy that has saved you. Let me just repeat that. I think that's really important, and I want to get this point across. He wants to humiliate the philosophy that saved you. He wants to make you a brand new, defeated person. The Wild Bunch opens with grinning children torturing a scorpion. Everyone's a killer. And the worst men of all are the ones who dream of being young and innocent, even though they never really were. Sin is our life's blood. It's what makes us human, and whatever that carries with it. Murder defines us emotionally, physically, sexually, and intellectually. It makes us who we are. And who we are ain't heroic. You were nurtured by the idea of killing. The Wild Bunch grabbed me by my hair and massacred my pathetic philosophical makeup. It did it in slow motion, too. It did it with thousands of cuts, and it made sure I felt each and every one of them. Peckinpah made me watch. He made me wince. He made me confront myself, and he forced me to change. For the better? I'm not even sure what better means anymore. All I know is that I'm different. I've been touched. I'm another casualty of the Wild Bunch. I'm just another psychology they destroyed. This is one of my favorite films, and it's probably one of the most challenging I've ever seen. Peckinpah doesn't go easy on you. Sam Peckinpah plays rough. The Wild Bunch is a legitimate religious experience that's just about anti-everything. The Wild Bunch is one of the most powerful American films ever made, if not the most powerful one. It takes your innocence and blows its brains out. Chunks of flesh everywhere, blood on everything, carnage as far as the eye can see. And with that, a new philosophy is born. Yeah, The Wild Bunch is one of the greatest films ever made. Definitely one of the greatest westerns of all time. Probably the best western of all time. You know what, I'll go on record right now, because The Wild Bunch is in my top 5 favorite films. It's pretty high up there. The Wild Bunch is simply one of the most incredible works of art ever made by anyone, ever. Thank you.